coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one. Kind of an interesting pairing. Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, Jared Goff of the Lions.
Yeah, you've got one guy who's part of the new breed, the run and gun, beat you with my legs kind of guys. And then on the other side, you've got your traditional pocket passer. He'll stand in there and throw the ball downfield no matter what the turbulence is around him in the pocket.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped, but without those guys, hard to win games.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 23 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray. Left side, Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Henderson will try and run for the first. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hunter Nice-Swander on the punt now on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Throwing on first down is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down, it's Henderson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Lions have recovered.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Murray's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On second down now, it's Henderson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On third down, here's Henderson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on third down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrell Henderson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's Goff. And this one is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Murray now. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 2nd down, it's Henderson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. Murray has the first down and more. And down right around the 37.
Let's go.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches those. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Thirteen yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Malik McDowell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Play fake. Murray. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run the toss with Henderson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. Henderson going to run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Murray now to throw. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darrell Henderson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
This is our time. Our time.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From just shy of midfield, Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Murray now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Murray to air it out again. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sport. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play action. It's Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. To the air again. Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Goff. He gets this one to Boyd. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run left with Pollard. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's a give to Jefferson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. It's complete to Fuller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and goal. Goff swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. On play action, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, fellas.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he finds Hopkins complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff, Henderson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now Murray. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 24, Goff. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Shifts by him at the 25. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's brought down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a couple.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Second down and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. Throwing again is Goff. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Murray going to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Extra point now by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
Yeah, he's right there on the doorstep now. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. On 2nd and 1, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Henderson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to pull those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll give this to Henderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Preston Smith there on the stop. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Murray. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Now it's Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On the carry is Henderson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 27-20, a little under 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well. Complete. Pollard. A beautiful fake. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Goff. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.